Hey y'all, I'm Hope here at Crafty Hope and welcome to my studio. Today is the first day of week 9 of Index Card a Day, also known as ICAD. It's the brainchild of Tammy Garcia. You'll find her online on Instagram as Gypsy999 or her website is Daisy Yellow Art. I'll put her links below. She started the challenge several years ago. Basically, it's a daily challenge to alter an index card every day for the 61 days of June and July. To help you with that challenge, she has daily prompts and weekly themes. They're optional. I don't ever really mess with the themes, but the prompts I like that little bit of a jumping off point. In addition, my friend Nina Fickett, I think this is the 3rd year she has had daily mixed media ICAD prompts. And I look at those 2 sets of prompts and tend to work from them. Now, the last couple years I have posted my videos of my altered cards as I'm making the cards and kind of shared with you bits of those. This year though, I decided I really wanted to work on learning embroidery stitches. So every day I'm working on a different stitch. For the most part, I am using this stitch sampler book from Lucinda Ganderton and kind of working through the stitches that seam. I started kind of front to back, but now there are a lot more stitches than there are days in ICAD, so I've been kind of jumping around. As well, I've seen a couple of stitches online that I might want to jump into. This is the last 5 days of ICAD, not five. And we're gonna see what happens. I thought I was kind of done with the book and was gonna refer to some other things, and I might be. We'll see. Right now, I'm gonna tell you what stitch I think I'm gonna work on and what the prompts are, and then we'll get to it. As always, if you have any questions about any of this, don't hesitate to ask. So, the stitch I think I'm going to work on today is Sailor Edging, which is in the cut work and edging stitches section of this. It is marked as an intermediate stitch, which haven't been too bad for me, so we'll see what happens. I am also going to work with both of the prompts today from Tammy and Nina. I like them both. The Daisy Yellow prompt is bird, and the mixed media ICAD prompt is typewriter text. So for bird, I haven't even done a Thrifty Thursday haul yet, I don't think, of this, but I picked up this little book that has all kinds of fabulous bird images in it that I might cut out one. We'll see. But I also, in looking for something else this morning, I saw this, which are some magpies that I drew as part of the Magpie Journal workshop from Amy Bishop, and those were sitting there, so I might use either bird images from either one of those. For the typewriter text, I do have an antique typewriter that I've put ribbon in and I can type on. So I typed up the word, or the phrase, hope is the thing with feathers. It's the title of an Emily Dickinson poem. Of course, my name is Hope. I'm using birds, which have feathers, so that's what came to mind. So I have typed that up on a little margin of a piece of paper, and I will work that onto my card somehow when I am ready for it. For now, I'm gonna get to stitching my sailor, what did I say? It was Sailor Edging, is that right? Sailor Edging. So I'm gonna give you some looks at that and meet you on the other side. completely failed to mention that today is Thursday, the 27th of July and the 57th day of ICAD. It is the afternoon. It's almost 2. Oh shoot, it's 2:15. So I let myself play with this. That stitch was, I got better with it. I wasn't sure how I would do an edging stitch within a hoop, so I took it, you know, I didn't put it in a hoop so I could get to the edges. And I also tried to do it on the card. That was immediately a disaster, so I've got a couple stitches on there, but I'm like, it's an accent. So this is the card I made. You can see my stitches here. I think right in here is about where I started. I have to look, let me see. I don't know. It's hard to tell because there's so much of it that's a mess. Like here's a mess. And anyway, it's an interesting stitch. It's a little, I think because of the colors I chose, it feels a little more Old West cowboy. Like this is supposed to be rust fabric. This is the rust fabric I used. But the corner I took was, so it looks more like worn leather and like fringe. I don't know. Here I had a lot of fun. I was watching videos while I did it and was watching something from Barbara of 49 Dragonflies, and she had done this neat technique around the edges of a belly band thing she was doing, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna do that. So I did that here. I collaged back here. It's fine. It's my sailor's edging is okay. It's not gonna work on here. It's a little more fiddly and less meditative than I would like, but I'm glad I tried it so that I know that. If you have any tips of how that could be done in a hoop or something, if there's a better way to do that, let me know. All right guys, that is it for day 57. And I'll see y'all in a minute tomorrow. Friday, July 28th, about 11 o'clock in the morning, just after, and it is the 58th day of ICAD. So today I am going to work on, I think it's called the scallop stitch. I haven't even marked it. Both of these books, Doodle Stitching and Sublime Stitching, have this stitch in there as a scallop stitch. I'm gonna have to look it up. They don't have a whole lot of stitches listed. It's not as encompassing as the other book I've been working on. I'm sorry if you can hear the cat. She wants to play. So she is hollering. Where is, I know I saw it in here. Threaded running stitch, cross stitch. Oh wait, there it is, scallop stitch. So, so both of these have it in here. It's kind of a, almost like a chain stitch, like a single chain stitch, but like wider open, I think. So I'm gonna look at both of these and figure it out. Sorry, I'm very hot. I'm glad the air is kicking on. Very hot. I've been running around getting all this stuff together. So both of these have that stitch in there. I'm gonna look at it. I think it should be fairly easy. I've just got, I don't even know what kind of paper, I don't know. I've got some fabric in here. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go check on her. She really wants to play with that mouse. I've just got, and I think I'm going to use the thread that's in my pen cushion because I got a bunch of it. The Daisy Yellow prompt for today is illustration. So I kind of thought about it for a minute, and when I showed you the birds book yesterday that I ended up not using, when I picked that one up, I also picked up this one, Common Weeds of the United States, which is just chock full of illustrations. So I'll probably just pick a page in here and glue it down for illustration. Trash is I couldn't decide what I was gonna do. That's the Mixed Media ICAD prompt, and it is, I actually dipped into my craft trash and I picked up, I don't know if I can show you all this or not. It is a piece of parchment paper that I put in the trash because I had been using it for my wet palette, and which you'll see in, which video was that I used my wet palette? It's the Clean Slate Journal video. I'll try to link it there. I'll try to link it. But it dumped over where I had it, was precarious, and it fell over and stuff slid, and I was like, all right, it's probably time for me to be done with that anyway. And so I put it off to put it in the trash, and y'all, it is peeling up with these yummy little nuggets of things. I mean, how satisfying is it to peel this up? So I may peel, oh, look at that one. Whoa. So I may use some of these peelings as trash for this prompt and just put it on top of that illustration maybe. I don't know. That's the idea anyway. But first I'm going to do the scallop stitch and let y'all see. I like that stitch. I'll have to figure out other ways to do it. One of the books showed to just make it into like a pyramid-y shape, so that's what I did. The other one is like, oh, it's a great little border or accent, and I could totally see that. But I like the pyramid shape. It's very textural, and the whole card ends up very textural because I added those paint chunky things on. I don't know, can you see the height of some of these? It's definitely and then there's that, and yeah, it's eclectic and weird, and I'm okay with it. Yeah, I use the prompts. There's an illustration back there. I pulled these out of the trash. It's great. I did like I said, it's a scallop stitch, and I'm happy with it. It is, like I said, Friday, and it is now afternoon. What time is it? Oh my gosh, it's 12:20. I need to go see what Pat wants for lunch, so I will see y'all tomorrow, and we'll figure out another stitch to do, because that book has lots of stitches, but I just decided I'm kind of done with the complicated ones. What I want to do for stitching are things that are soothing, and I don't know, it's the motion of sewing I enjoy. So knowing a few stitches is great. I may go flip back through and look at some of the other ones I skipped that might be on the easier side, and we'll see. It's going to be a surprise this last couple days of ICAD and ICAD stitches. So I'm here rubbing paint off my or glue off my fingers. So I will see y'all tomorrow, and we'll see what we're doing. It is Saturday, the 29th of July. It's almost 10, a quarter till 10 in the morning. My husband's out mowing the grass. I've got to go to the store to pick up a few things for grilling out. But I want to get this done. I've got a video going up in a little bit, and I need to share that first too. So let's do it. My stitch today is not one in one of my books. It is one I saw from Honey Folk Clothing. I found her on Instagram and then found her YouTube channel to figure out the stitch, because when I searched this stitch, her video is the only one that comes up. So I don't know if this is something she created or what. Oh, and speaking of that, I said about the scallop stitch that I think I said, it may have been the last video, that it was something that the author said in the books that they made up. No, they did not say that. They said that about another stitch. I haven't tried. No, what they said is they didn't find it in other books. So correction there. But this stitch for today is the tambourine or spider web stitch. Like I said, I saw it on her Instagram. I thought it was really cool. I thought I want to try that. So it's kind of an circular blanket stitch. So, and I've really been digging the blanket stitch, so I kind of want to try this. The Daisy Yellow prompt today is peaceful, and the Mixed Media ICAD prompt today is sadness. So when I'm going to start by saying sadness, I think the blues. So I'm going with a blue thing, which to me is peaceful. Blue is my favorite color. Everything I'm wearing today is blue. Most days it is. To me, blue is the color of sky and water, and just that's peace and calming, and but then sadness because of the blues. So I am working, I've got some circles drawn to do this stitch on some blue jeans. Both of these are rusted fabrics. And then I've got a whole array of blue flosses that I will work onto that. I'll probably also paint the background of my card in blue. So, but first I'm gonna put some gesso down on it and let that dry while I am stitching. So I'm gonna get to it and see y'all in just a second. I feel like I've been working on that all day. I got a little bit done and then ran to the store and came back and started lunch and then worked out a little bit more and then had lunch, and now I have finished it. So it's now just after 1 o'clock. Yeah, it's been a day. It is a super great stitch. I really, really love it. I cannot wait to play with it some more. Here is what I made. So most of it is stitch. I only secured it to the card with a single French knot in the middle because I like some of the stuff I did here in the background, and I like how the back of the stitch looks also. Can you see that? And so I was like, I want to be able to flip this up and look at it some. So yeah, so I just stuck it down with a single French knot that I tied and then put some masking tape on. But it's peaceful, and it's got the blues that I find peaceful. Also, the making of the stitch is just so methodical and meditative that it's kind of peaceful to do it. And it's also like a mandala in a sense. And then sadness, the blues. So done. All right, I am happy with my tambourine / spiderweb stitch. I'll probably call it tambourine because I'm not big on spiders. Those spider webs are beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna go. July 30th, just before 1 o'clock. We just finished lunch and I've just kind of been taking it easy, getting some papers ready for a paper exchange. So I've been doing that all morning and kind of neglecting my ICAD, and I know it's time to get to it. I think I was partly neglecting it because I didn't know what stitch I was gonna do, and I'm not super keen on the prompts. So I finally went through. This is one of the books that I have on stitching. This one includes like knitting and crochet and macrame and sewing and tatting and all those different things. I think my mother-in-law gave this to me a while back, so I flipped through it just super quick and found one called the Fishbone Stitch Raised. Now my other book has a fishbone stitch in it, but it's not the raised one, and that raised one looks super neat, I think, and the design that yeah, that's in here. So I'm gonna try that. But in addition, the Daisy Yellow prompt today is filigree, and the Mixed Media ICAD prompt is caulk. So for the Daisy Yellow prompt, I am a jewelry artist, and so I've got things like filigree around the house. I've got this little piece of filigree that I'm going to put on either my fabric or my card somehow. We'll see how this raised fishbone comes out. Then for caulk, I have no idea. I don't know what Nina was thinking. I don't actually have any, like, I mean, my husband's probably got some caulk out in his workshop, but I don't know what to do with that on a card. So it's possible I'm not using caulk. But we'll see. I'm gonna do this fishbone sticks. I've got some designs that are kind of the same shape as, it's just like ovals that are the same shape-ish as my filigree piece that I'm gonna try to stitch that fishbone, that raised fishbone onto a couple times and maybe put the filigree in between. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, that's the plan. Wasn't too hard. I think I did it right. Once I took it off the hoop though and pulled to cut it down, like cut the fabric down, it loosened up some of the stitches, so it's not gonna look as great in the video as, I mean, or in the pictures or here as it did when I first took it off the hoop, but I'm fairly sure I did it right. So I did this one first, and you can see I did it up and down. That's how the picture had it. When I went to go do this one though, I decided, let me do it like in a different direction, so it's not just the long ways but the short ways as well, because it's, you know, for some reason a lot of these filler stitches both in this book and the other book are all filled in like a leaf shape, for some, like a pear-shaped leaf almost, and so and that's almost kind of the same thing, and it's all done anyway. I decided to try it differently because I'm not going to always be doing the same kind of shape, and it definitely has, I don't know if you can see it, it is a raised stitch. It's got some bumped upness to it from the overlapping and everything, and it's, I kept this super simple. I did not bring in the caulk in any way because I just but I'm happy with this. It was simple. It did take a little while to do, but it's a really simple stitch. I can't tell you what the level is because it's a different book and it's not marked whether it's easy or intermediate or advanced. So okay guys, I'm gonna go see what else my Sunday holds. We've only got one day left, so we're gonna get to it in just a second. Monday, July 31st, and it is almost 11:30 in the morning. It's the last day of ICAD, y'all. I am both sad to see it go, but also really excited to be done with it. Since February, I have been working on daily projects. First, the 100-day project, which I had 2 projects for some crazy reason, and then this ICAD. So it's been months and months that I've had a daily project, and I'm really looking forward to kind of backing off and getting things in order and kind of maybe making some things I want to make. And I do like a daily project because I feel like doing daily art every day, doing something every day helps encourage you and open your mind and find some inspiration. And I like that, but I kind of want to have that be my own prompts and inspiration, and maybe go for what I'm feeling like and not what I've been encouraged to do. So let's get to it. Y'all know I've worked through several books. There was something I was gonna say, but I don't remember what it was. I ended up going back through the one I started with, looking at some of the ones I skipped, and I think I skipped this one. I don't remember doing it. Anyway, it's called sheaf filling. It's one of the powdered filling and isolated stitches. It's an intermediate level one. I'm just going to play with it. It's, like I said, an isolated stitch. I could also use a border stitch or whatever. The prompt today from Daisy Yellow is mosaic, and the mixed media ICAD prompt is pink and gray. So we had a mosaic prompt, I don't even know what week that was, from Nina for the mixed media prompts. And I'm going to do something similar to that. I think I did some jelly printing over the weekend, and when I cleaned my jelly plate off, I came up with this sheet, which I really like. And I kind of want to just cut it apart and make it a mosaic in the background somehow, I think. So that's that for pink and gray. I've picked some pink and gray threads that I'm going to use on some black fabric, and then somehow put that on the mosaic. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah, y'all, it's been 2 weeks. It's been 2 months, and y'all, I never did change this here. So that's, you know, again, when I'm done with this, I might have a little more time when I'm not. And hopefully I will on the other side of this, you know, once I kind of get things in order. Y'all should see my desk. It's absolutely, my entire craft room and my office are just mania. So it's time to take a step back for a little bit, and then I'm hoping to regroup and come back maybe with a vlog for y'all. Now, if you're interested in seeing me reorganize and clean some of that, let me know. I mean, I might can film some of that and share with y'all later, but it's a sad state of affairs around here. Okay, I've been talking too long. I'm gonna get to stitching, get this done. I'll see you on the other side. So that's done. That's it. It's my last ICAD for 2023, I believe. I did the sheath filling. I did it here. I actually started with the pink and then this darker gray, lighter gray, and I was going to repeat the do because you can see I switched the positioning of the stitch, and I thought I'd do it but it kind of looks, especially if I turn it this way, it kind of looks like Space Invaders to me. Yeah, my 80s is showing. So my husband agreed. Well, so she was like, that looks like Space Invaders. He was like, yeah. I was like, mosaic, you can see I kind of just did like a tile thing in the background, super simple. I really like that like dirty stuff there. Clipped out a little thing. I've got the pink and gray. It's all there, and that's it. I am done. ICAD 2023 hashtag ICAD stitches is done for this year, so I'm a bit relieved. Yeah, I'm a bit relieved to have that done and to try to, maybe I'm hoping I'm not building it up too much to try to get other things done, but I really do hope to like accomplish some other things. So like I said, first stop is taking care of this desk in this room because it's a bit out of control. So let me know if there's anything else y'all would like to see from me coming up. Of course, I've got Crafty Hope prompts still going on for the next several weeks. And yeah, hopefully I'll start like regularly vlogging now that I've gotten over this hurdle of this little one. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. All right, guys, I'm wishing you all the best. Check out everything else I've got. If you like this, give me a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. And if you have any questions, let me know. I will see y'all later. Bye.